Yeah, I know. That was my
Wow,
fault.
I burped as soon as I started recording. Whoops. All right, so I'm not playing the
Burped.
music anymore because you guys piss me off too much. All right, so we took another week off because of Ryan again. Um, and so I don't really remember what's going on. I was all prepared last week, and now this week I'm not. Let's see. Last time we pretty much did one thing. You fought and defeated all Hydra. Your first of 4 elemental princes or princess, whatever. Great job. And then you went
Thank you.
back to the place where you had left Hum and Cost. So I'm gonna put us
Right.
there.
Yeah.
So you have with you Dareth Allswell, which you saved from the mushrooms. Hum and Cost. You have Splashy and George Rambo, and Megady Bolster. All of these people are with you in this room now. I think you had just gotten back, and we hadn't had any conversations with Hum and Kosh yet or anything, because we knew we'd forget. It is noon, and you have recently taken a short rest. Take it away, boys!
Okay. Do we need to do a conversation with Haman to catch him up, or can we just say we caught him up?
You can say you caught him up.
Cool. You learn anything about the statue, Haman? First of all, hey.
Hey, so you
That
killed
was
a demigod,
kill the
huh?
Hydra. Yep. We already went through this. You don't have to recap it.
Yeah. Great. No, I don't think this statue's important. I just,
Really?
I think this statue potentially has just been here.
Decoration at this point.
I mean, I think this room might be important, and he kind of taps the portals that don't do anything. It seems to be the middle of this complex, but this statue doesn't really seem important. It seems like it's more of a trap than anything else.
Okay.
True. It was pretty trappy.
This color scheme
I mean,
stands out too much for it to be a trap.
Well, I disagree. But, I mean, this is just a guess. Like, I'm not sure, but I've been looking at this thing for over a day now, and it just, there doesn't seem to be anything special about it. That trap seems to be the only thing it's got going on.
And the
Oh.
statue doesn't seem to have any connection to the portals. There's
None
either,
that I can
right?
find.
Yeah. So the portals are maybe important, but the statue's not.
And I'm not even sure these are portals. I mean, they don't go anyplace. They're just solid blocks of color. Like, I don't... they're very strange.
So we were going to talk to the Drow ghost to see if he could tell us.
The king says, Drow Ghost?
Is that what we're doing?
He's here too.
It was
looking around for other ghosts.
It was a coffin or whatever you want to call it.
Sarcophagus.
We think with the sarcophagus, yeah.
Hammond Kosh, who was kind of sitting on the floor, like cracks his knuckles and stands up. He's like, "All right, where's the body? This is my show now."
Yes, it's this way.
You two, former bad guys. You stay here. Well, no, you're still a bad guy. Dareth, you watch them.
I said former.
Dareth, you watch them. And Megady, nice to meet you. You watch Dareth. Don't let him near the mushrooms.
Mushrooms?
Yes, the mushrooms. Remember, he was high on mushrooms. Okay, we're going over to that room.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
We do probably want to find Thaluna Ma, though, or what?
Okay. You get over to the room. I gotta look this room up again. Alright. Okay, reading the description again. Flame dances above a pool of murky water in the southwest corner, which lights the room. A sarcophagus carved from glassy black stone stands atop a natural pedestal. The sarcophagus is reflective and clean. Either someone has kept it polished, or it has an enchantment keeping it pristine. The sarcophagus is very old and well worn. Just south of that is a pedestal, no longer with a book, because it fell apart last time. Do you want to open it? You did open it last time, and then you closed it again.
Yeah, let's reopen it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not going to make you roll. You open it. Inside is the ancient body of a dead drow soldier.
Ooh. Okay, who wants to use a speak with dead spell?
Not me.
Hammond cost is me.
That makes sense. I just didn't want to, offer you up.
I literally, before we came here, said that it was my show now.
Yeah, but
cracked
like
his
you weren't
knuckles.
speaking up, so
I cracked my knuckles.
I didn't want to be rude.
Okay, well, what questions
Means
am I
business.
asking?
We want to know how to turn off the portals that are summoning the elementals to this plane.
All right. 5 questions. All right.
Anything else, guys?
He says it lasts for 10 minutes, so I can ask the first question, and we can go from there.
Okay.
So yeah, we were told there was keys to these portals, and we think it's the elemental weapon. So I guess if we can just
Sure.
ask your initial question, that'd be good.
Yeah, and then maybe. Yeah, well, we can go from there. Start from there.
Okay. He casts the spell, and the body kind of, and the head kind of like tilts sideways and like turns to look, and of course there's no eyes or anything, and just kind of looks at Hammond. He says, we are here to defeat the elemental princes who have risen again. How do we eliminate or turn off the portals to the elemental planes? The corpse's mouth kind of creaks open and then closes as if it's trying to loosen up its jaw. And it says, the key must pass the plane. And Hammond kind of looks at everybody. Is it okay? Does that mean anything to anyone?
Key must pass the plane.
You guys shove the thing through the hole.
Yeah,
Yeah.
put the key through the portal, maybe?
Sounds right.
The key is the trident, right?
Ask him if he knows what the water elemental key is.
Okay. What is the elemental water key? And the corpse says, the previous one was destroyed. The new one would be a water weapon.
Okay, so he wouldn't know specifically what the new one is, but we can assume it's the scepter, yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, Gar had it, and
Yeah.
it just makes the most sense.
Trident.
So, should we confirm if we put the water elemental weapon through the portal, it'll close? It's like a yes
Yeah.
or no question.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, I can ask that. I guess he wasn't clear the first time, huh?
I mean, it wasn't
Okay.
like
All right. If we find this key and bring it through the portal, will the portal close? Yes.
okay. That's all.
Okay,
Well, I just want
That's-
to
two more,
confirm.
guys.
Let's ask him in a different way this time, but same question.
So this hole.
Wait, which portal?
Yeah. I assume it'll close all the portals that go to the water elemental plane.
Common cost shrugs.
I mean, that wouldn't make sense for the
Should
others to stay open.
we ask whether they can come through other portals other than the main one?
Sure. I mean,
You tell
why
me.
wouldn't they?
Yeah, what other
Oh
questions?
no, the other portals don't go to the water elemental plane. Only the main one does.
Okay, you said you just.
Yeah, I'm dumb. Don't worry about it.
Oh, you don't seem dumb.
He
Well,
seems
yeah.
pretty dumb.
What other questions do we have for him?
You can ask him what's up with that room over there.
Which one?
The one
The
with
one-
the sorry.
Paid
Oh,
circles?
the wall.
And the Ghost King that's following us.
We could ask him how to get that door open in the statue room, and then what the rings mean in the statue room. Right?
Yeah, the only other question I thought is ask him if he knows anything about Visor and Devere, but I don't know exactly what that question would be.
Right.
Let's.
It's hard to ask a specific question about it when we don't really know what to
Well,
ask.
isn't this guy a lot older than Visor and Devere?
Oh, maybe he is.
I mean, this
I
guy
would
seems
think
like
he's
he's
a
been
Visitor
dead
and
for. This guy's been dead for a couple thousand years.
Is a Visitor alive?
Kind of.
Yes.
He's in this room.
Haven't cost around. What?
Ask him about the elemental eye thing, but
That's
If you
true.
ask him how to pronounce sarcophagus. What did you call it, Grimgar?
about the coffin at first I thought.
What'd you say?
Yeah,
What'd you
Chris.
say in the other room?
I said I
You
think
call
I
it a
said
sarcogus?
no, Travis was the one that said sarcophagus. I'd said it was something else. I don't remember what word
Do
I
you
used.
want me to? Do you want me to ask this guy?
Yeah, what did Grimgar say in the other room?
No, don't ask him that.
All right.
You can go back and listen to the recording, Chris, and then report
Yeah.
back next week.
Maybe one of us mumbled the word sarcophagus.
He said something that Joe corrected him on.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Joe's
I
like
don't know that either.
sarcophagus.
Is that true?
I think you
Joe,
guys
did
also
you say
kept
this?
saying scepter, and then Chris was like, Trident! Trident!
Ah, I did that too.
Yeah.
This scepter, this three-pointed scepter,
Stick.
Triceptor.
Chris was in the
The
background going,
sharp-
Trident!
this sharp three-pointed scepter.
China!
Okay, so what do you think, guys? We have 2 questions left, right?
Yes.
Should I ask him how many questions we have?
What was Tribor like back then?
No.
It definitely didn't exist.
It wasn't a
Do we
shithole.
want to know
Used
about
to
the
be a
wall?
shithole.
Do we want to know about the elemental eye, the portal, like the different colored circles there, or the wall there? Or something else?
What else is going on in the world?
I'd
How
try
is he's like 1,000 years dead. What would he help us with other than this place?
Well, what's with the deal with like all the other natural disasters and shit going on in other places of the world? Is that connected to all this?
Yeah, I think so. There's a cult of like got more powerful and stuff. There's been more of these disasters related to their element.
That would be my assumption, but I guess I don't know for sure.
I vote for the circles and ask him what he knows about the elemental eye. But I'd be fine if we do circles and wall too.
So what were the circles, different color circles in the room with the monster? What's that monster called? Do we have a name?
It was a slime statue.
Yeah.
Okay, slime statue room circles.
Okay.
What was their function? I guess.
Okay, Hamenkos asks that. The voice says, or the voice, the body says, I've never seen anything like that.
Okay.
Post-dates him.
Must be. So you wouldn't know about the wall then. So we can ask about the elemental eye. What do you want to know about the eye? Where is it? What is
Wait,
it?
what is it? Yeah, I know.
What
We
is
think
its
it's some
goal?
sort of evil god, but we don't really know much more about it than that.
I don't think he can go too in depth, right?
No,
I guess I
maybe.
don't know what kind of answer we'll get.
Yeah, maybe he'll just have
Like
some.
with being that broad, like I don't know what he'll give us for being so broad. So do you have a more specific question about the eye?
What?
Like what plane of existence it is, maybe?
Oh, we ask him what happens when you die.
No, he doesn't know that. I think only knew what he knew in life.
Yeah.
Or we never asked him how his day is going.
It says the corpse can't learn anything new, any new information. It can't comprehend anything that's happened since it died.
The
Just
shit
gonna
corpse.
ask him what is the eye.
Are we just gonna get it's a monstrosity or something though?
Maybe.
What is the goal of the elemental eye?
I don't know if he'll know that.
I assume it's just trying to destroy the world. Yeah, he probably wouldn't know. He's just a warrior, so.
I'm just reading the paragraph. Viviel told us Sector Renegade Drow discovered the caverns. Other Drow who served Loth attacked the renegades, killed them. The road sect were worshipping the elemental eye. So this guy could have either been on the rogue side or the other side.
Okay.
So he might. I'm just thinking he might actually know what the heck it is a little bit more. But
Well, he
if
also
you want
doesn't have to be truthful when he's answering these questions.
to,
So if he's a bad guy, then he's lying to you, I guess. Probably.
I'll incite him. Let me
Oh
ask.
yeah, you want to insight check this skeleton that has no tongue, or
Yes.
eyes, or facial
Yes.
expressions.
Yes.
He said
Okay.
yes, Joe.
Make an insight check.
Is it even capable of lying to us?
It is.
Joe said it was.
He just said
You
it was.
just said it was Rob.
I must have missed it.
My character sheet. There we go.
Yeah, it says the corpse
Insight.
is under no compulsion to offer a truthful answer if you are hostile or if it recognizes you as an enemy.
Ooh, that's great.
You have no clue. No clue whatsoever. It's a fucking head. Its mouth is barely moving.
He looks friendly though.
He doesn't. It's just like a skull. Covered in dust.
Scary.
You could've
Grimgar
lied about
somehow
not
liked
knowing
him.
portals.
Well, it wouldn't scare Grimgar. He's a cleric. He could annihilate this thing. You got one question left, and time is running out because you only had 10 minutes. And in real life time, it's been more than that, I think.
Aye.
What's the
You're just
question?
yelling, "I." Yeah. What do
you
you want to
guys
know about the
asked
eye?
like 9 different
What
versions of this
is
question.
what is the? I gotta go back to my word
So
document.
you ask, what is the eye?
What is
and it
the
says,
elemental?
It's
What is
something
the
you use to
elemental?
see.
What is the elemental eye? The rogue drow were worshiping.
Okay. All right. Amoncost says, what is the elemental eye that the rogue drow were worshipping? First, everybody make a Constitution saving throw.
Maybe I shouldn't use the word rogue there.
Constitution. I'm good at that.
Hey.
Wow, good rolls, everybody. Okay. It says, an evil, chaotic god who has managed to hide their identity.
Yeah.
Cool.
In other words, he doesn't know who it is.
Interesting.
Also, you guys don't, your characters don't know anything about a Constitution saving throw. There wasn't anything that happened that you would have noticed that caused that.
Okay.
All right. I think that's it.
Yeah, that's all we got. So we want to find Luna Ma now, right?
And the trident specifically. But maybe it's in case it's not with her anymore.
So what would have happened if I didn't give her the trident? Wasn't something bad gonna happen to us?
You don't know
We
what would
had
have
to
happened.
to complete our deal with her. I guess we don't know if we had to, but
Could
I
have
don't know if
thrown it in the hole.
Yeah, now you know that we could have done that.
that would have been the best thing to do. But again, the deal might have been never being able to complete. We might have been just taking damage forever
Oh yeah, she would have
because we
cursed.
needed to give her the
Oh
trident.
yeah, that is true. Guess we can go back up to the water temple and slaughter all the water people.
Well, do we want to rest?
Yes.
Well,
We don't have.
it's noon and you just took a short rest. You want to take another
Oh,
one?
that's true. I did. I forgot that happened.
You definitely
I'm all
don't want
in.
to take a long rest because you don't know how long it is before Hydra just comes back through the portal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was going to say.
Oh,
Okay,
we
so we
could
got to
always
find the
been-
Luna Ma and kill her.
Anyone have good spells for locating stuff? I've got locate object, but
Erkin has a located thing, doesn't he?
the only thing Hammond Cost has that could help is divination.
I mean, we have to assume she's somewhere down in the water.
She could be long gone.
Did Dundas go back to the water place?
Yeah, he said he
To
didn't
the
have
portal?
enough people to hold the room anymore. But he said he'll be on the other side of the portal if you need him.
It'd be nice to have some kind of person that can just swim underwater and find her, but
I can do that.
Theron, you get ascending. It's Kolbaz who says, Theron, the rain is starting to cause big problems. Hopefully you've made some progress, and also that you're still alive. Over.
we killed Hydra. Now working on closing portals. We'll figure out rain situation.
Who you talking to?
Colbass?
You tell that squirrel bastard to die. Drink the water.
No. I will not say that.
I think that counts as your words.
I thought that sending her back to the water plant would have stopped the rain. But maybe we have to get rid of the portals.
yeah, that might be the case.
Or they sent off an orb of destruction. And that's what's happening. But I
Be not to
doubt
be.
it. It probably would be more destructive than just heavy rain.
Good point. I didn't think of that.
There was heavy rain when you guys went through the last portal too.
That's true. And I don't think the over destruction would be that far.
No,
So
wasn't
it's
the last
probably
time.
has something to do with Old Hydra still, and maybe the portal.
Means it's close.
How many
Let's
people
work
can
on
you?
closing it.
How many people
What'd
can
you
you
say?
polymorph at once?
Right now I can do. See, I only have 1 4th level spell, so at the moment I can only do one person. I have 1 4th level left, and nothing higher.
They'll probably use some kind of legendary action to cancel it anyway.
I think were you asking about polymorphing us, Hurricane?
Yeah, to find her faster.
Oh, you want to polymorph her? Or you? Or
No.
us?
No,
Us. Like be a fish or an eagle or something.
Oh.
I mean, I can swim. I can swim underwater. You got bottle breath too.
You did turn into a shark.
Use that up.
Well, I guess we'll think and move. Head back down to the water area.
Yeah. Do you want Hammond to try divination?
Sure.
What's going to be our single question?
Where is she?
Is that a goal? How do we find her? Something?
Yeah. We can't say where because what we don't know what that's going to tell us. It's all just cave and water down there. Ask for we ask for specific directions to where her current position is.
That's not how it works.
No.
Be a short phrase, cryptic rhyme, or omen anyway. But
Let's see. You ask a single question concerning a specific goal, event, or activity to occur within 7 days. The DM offers a truthful reply. Okay, so you want to ask, how do we find her? Right?
Probably.
Okay, so the answer would be short phrase, go back into the water area. Like,
Perfect.
right?
That's what I mean.
I mean, we can just go there and use a locate object on the Triton, right?
We have a locate object spell.
I've
I
got
thought somebody did.
yeah, I've got one. It's just level 2. But if there's any thickness of lead, I don't think that'll be a problem.
That's so
Okay.
specific.
How about I just ask whether or not she's down there?
Sure.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Because if she's not down there, you going down there and using locate objects is going to be a waste of time, right?
True.
What do you think?
Sure.
Yeah, let's try
I
it.
mean, I
Let's
can
try
use
that.
it multiple times, but if I use it more than once, it starts to get less reliable.
We'll make sure she's down there at all, and then we can use locate object. If not, we'll just leave.
I could also use augury after this if I needed
You have
to.
augury?
Yeah, I have augury.
You son of a bitch. This whole time you've had augury?
What's augury?
It's like a level 1 spell?
I don't know. I don't know what that sounds
Okay,
good
I was
though.
gonna say I don't think Erkin knows what that is.
D&D.
Augury's level 2.
No, whatever. Okay. He does his ritual to cast divination, and he asks, "Is Thaluna Ma down below this area in the water world thing?" And It just says the DM offers a reply. So he asks that out loud, and then he says, "Yep, she's down there.
Okay.
She is down there."
Let's get on down there, boys.
So if he does augury, an omen about the specific course of action you plan to take. Okay, he says, "All right, I can. Let me just do one augury. Tell me what your plan is, and I'll just be like, does this work?
We're gonna go down there and fuck her up.
And then we'll know whether or not in the next 30 minutes that will work or not."
We should head to the area where we fought the turtle dragon.
Isn't that up from here?
Oh yeah, we said she's down, didn't we?
Yeah. So how about we head down to where we fought, where the portal is there, and then cast locate object.
Okay,
He's
so
asking us on augury right now.
yeah, so if the party goes down to the main portal and then casts locate object, will you find Flunama, right?
Yes.
Okay. He does that, and he says, "Oh, wheel. Good. Wheel."
Wheel's good.
Great. Wheel's good. Okay, let's do that.
Do it. Let's go.
What is a wheel?
Wheel is the opposite of woe.
What?
What?
Is that where wealth comes from?
Probably.
It's also a red swollen mark
mark.
left on flesh by blow pressure, which is not the opposite of woe. Is that where wealth comes from?
An area of the skin which is temporarily raised, typically reddened, and usually accompanied by itching. What?
A sound, healthy, or prosperous state.
It's the opposite of whoa, but
It's
only the
not-
definition is not that.
What the fuck is up with language?
We probably don't have
You don't.
uh
So you're at the
yeah,
top of the
thank-
stairs right now. You guys have not gone
Yeah.
down into the water yet.
because we're kind of in a hurry, I'm just gonna cast it as a spell.
Guess what?
Water walk. I got a flash prepare to do that, so I will do that.
Whoa! Sweet.
Okay, and then I'll cast we're not there yet, so let's go over there, I guess.
Okay. But he's walking on water. Whoa! Walking on water. Whoa! Walking on
Was it this way?
water.
Let's say whoa, let's say wheel.
Wheel. I don't know. Maggie's just following you. She doesn't know where anything is.
Yeah, where was it? This way?
I don't know.
So that like secret passage or whatever, right?
Oh, this looks correct.
Oh yeah. Okay. Anything
Is it-
new as we go through here?
Uh,
Remember, the waterfall in front of you, Grimgar, is gone. It's just flat into the next room now. Because the water is so high.
am I allowed to be seeing this over there, Joe?
What?
To my west.
Oh, yeah.
What am I seeing?
A whole bunch of those fish people, Kuatoa.
Okay.
They have not noticed you.
I'm gonna get in here and then I'm gonna cast
It don't really matter. You gotta do look at the object no matter what.
locate object on the trident.
Oh, Grimgar went all the way down there by himself. Okay.
Oh, you're down by the main portal?
Yeah, hold on. Nobody move.
Damn
Here
it.
you are. When you get down there, you absolutely get attacked. All right. So where everybody is right now. Oop, that's a dice roller. Everybody roll initiative.
I didn't even see him leave.
Slow.
Took his bell off.
Took off his bell. He took off his bell. Took off his bell.
Oh, we just killed everything in there.
We just killed everything in here.
I mean, like 3 hours ago, but. Oops. Well, it's a little Mazin initiative. You weren't supposed to see that. Okay. So, Maxon, you're first. You don't know that a fight's going on, so what are you doing?
Oh, I was following Theron.
Okay.
I'm going.
Do I know if fight's going on?
No, I mean, not until your turn, at least.
Okay.
Because they haven't done anything yet. I'm having there not be a surprise round. So, Maxon, you would just move and dash then. So move 60 feet. Because technically you're following Theron even though you've just passed him. Okay, Erkin, you're up. Erkin is way back, but he's also really fast. Why are you moving 5 feet at a time?
I'm working on it. 45,
You're working on what? Moving slow?
55. Can I dash even though there's no reason to dash?
You would dash. What else are you doing other than moving?
Good point. Because I just don't understand the mechanics of dashing.
Well, okay, so typically in a turn, if you were attacking somebody and moving, like your movement wouldn't be a dead sprint. You'd be like moving while you were positioning yourself to like stab somebody or whatever. So your movement is like how much you can move while you're trying to do other shit at the same time. Dashing means that you were just going straight ahead.
So you're just
Hold on.
continuing the walk. Got it. That is it.
Just think about it. I mean, you could walk, or you could move 60 feet in 6 seconds if you were like an athletic dude.
I'm the fastest man alive.
10 feet a second, that's 3 yards. In a second, like that's nothing. Move 3 yards in like 2 steps. Kinda. Alright, Erkin's turn is done. Alright, Grimgar, you go down here to cast your spell, and a roper splashes up out of the water. What can a roper do? Oh, wow. Okay, it throws all 4 tendrils at you, Grimgar, so... Yeah.
Oh, no.
Well, they don't do damage, though. 19 misses?
Correct.
24 hits.
Yes.
You're grappled by the roper's tendril. That's restrained. Where's grappled? Damn it. Grappled. And then it uses reel. So it moves you 25 feet. Oh, right up to it. And then it makes 1 bite attack. Yeah, you don't care about that, though. That doesn't matter. 20 to hit. He missed you. You're grappled by the roper. Theron, you're up. So you see nothing because you're not over there.
Can I yell when he grabs me?
Sure.
I yell.
Ah!
Help!
Okay, so since I hear him, do I need to roll something? Or do I just know that he's under attack?
You know he's under attack. There's no waterfall
Okay.
anymore, so there's no sound barrier.
I'm gonna use my Squaller's Boots bonus action to dash.
Okay.
And now I can see Mr. Roper there. So I will use See, he's grappled. I'll use Scorching Ray on him. I use it 3 times or twice? Or
Yeah,
just
3
once?
times. 3 times. 20 hits, 22 hits, 30 hits. So you
Only the
do.
first 5.
Yep. 13, 23, 29 damage. Better than a
Pretty good.
fireball. Right?
Yeah. Just about. And that is my turn.
Okay. Alright. Let me see here. Yeah, that's probably the move to do. 15 foot. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Alright. Can you see through that, Theron?
Like right in
You
front of me
can. Why
now.
the fuck can you?
I can see to my left.
You shouldn't be able to.
Okay.
Strange. Have to do another line. A darkness spell has been cast on top of you.
Okay.
There we go. So you can't see. Okay?
Okay.
You're not inside of anything, you just can't see. So Max, and your vision should be blocked in front of you, right? Yeah, you
Mm-hmm.
can't see. So it's just a big cloud of blackness in front of you. You can't see. Um, as that's happening, Theron, make a perception check. I
You
just want
got
to
it.
see if you can tell what happened. Yes, you have dark vision, but it's hard to see. Okay. Uh, okay. Grimgar, make a wisdom saving throw. Okay. So a spell is cast on you, but you withstand it. And it's your turn.
Grimgar
Do I
mounted.
see this darkness cast on me?
Huh?
Can I tell this darkness?
You can see that up to the northeast that there's blackness up there now.
Um, this robot looks pretty hurt.
Yeah.
I will. Guess I'm just gonna try to kill him to get out of this.
Sure.
I don't have a good alternative plan, so I will just try to hit him with the old battle axe.
Sure. That's a hit. And a massive divine strike.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
28
ignore it.
damage.
Yep. That was pretty good. He's still alive.
Oh, yeah.
I knew it was
Okay.
smart to throw Grimgar in there by himself.
Yeah.
Good plan, guys.
Does he look real hurt now?
He's yellow. You
So
can't see
that hurt.
yellow?
I can't tell what color that is.
Alright, it's yellow.
Okay. Um,
Oh, right, dark vision.
that's right. Can't see colors. I guess I'll do a spiritual weapon. Not a concentration, so I'll cast it at 4th level, actually.
There was one time at work, this assistant sent an email to like 4 attorneys and color coded it, and 2 of them are colorblind. And Ryan was like, "Yeah, don't do that."
That didn't work so well.
That's pretty. Your email's pretty funny. I'm gonna ask you to refrain from color coding lists in the future.
That's a miss.
Oh yeah, damn. I mean, why don't
Put
you
it out
draw your
there.
token out too, you piece of crap?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
just doing it. Somewhere it should appear. No, I guess it's not.
All right, Mega D is up.
There it is.
Let's see, that's 30 feet. uh, okay. Okay. I think she ran into the darkness. Right now, she's just short. Okay. Um, Grimgar, I got bad news for you. Under normal circumstances, you would love that there's mermaids. Under these circumstances, you don't.
Hot mermaids?
I mean, they're pretty hot, but that
Yeah.
doesn't.
Yeah, it's half good, half bad, I guess.
This
There.
is gonna put Urk in a Super Saiyan mode at least.
You've got 2 spiritual weapons out. I'll delete one.
Oh, okay.
All right.
It is.
So this one comes up behind you, being that you're grappled. And with advantage, she's gonna try this. Oh, missed. Okay. And then I'll just say this one comes up, and it's just going to attack you, not advantage. Okay, you take 7 piercing damage as you're stabbed with a coral rapier.
Ow.
And then this one's going to come to the other side of you. Does a 23 hit?
Yes.
It hits. All right. You take 3 piercing damage. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Let's see. Ooh, that's a bad roll.
All right, you are paralyzed till the end of your next turn. So paralyzed, because there's like 9 of these different conditions that all sound the same. Paralyzed means you are incapacitated, can't move or speak, automatically fail strength and dex saves, attackers have advantage, attacks within 5 feet auto crit, and incapacitated means you can't take actions, reactions, or bonus actions. So you can do absolutely nothing until the end of your next turn.
Gotcha.
I got 3 mermaids left. I don't even know what this one can do. Very much. She's gonna come over here. She's gonna hit you with Chill Touch, which is just a cantrip. Well, it was a crit anyway, so that's easy. It was an auto crit. I didn't even really have to roll. So you take 12 necrotic damage. Do I still have to hit you? I don't think so. My chart says paralyzed means attacks within 5 feet auto crit. I think it means hits within 5 feet auto crit. Somebody want to look up paralyzed for me? 5e paralyzed? Just tell me for sure what it says. Advantage. Chill touch. Okay, this is either a miss or a crit.
His attack rolls against the creature have advantage. Any attack
Okay,
that hits
alright.
the creature is a
Right.
critical hit if the
So
attacker is within 5
this
feet.
should say hits within 5 feet, not attacks. Hits within 5 feet auto crit. So that's a miss. So she, despite you being completely surrounded and everything, she misses. Oh, how fast is it? Okay, Maxon, you're up again. So now you definitely know there's a fight going on. You heard Grimgar scream and then go silent, and there's darkness in front of you. And you can definitely walk through it. You just can't see through it.
I'll just dash as far as I can.
Okay, hold on a second. It's supposed to be completely black in there, so I'm going to try to see if
Can you just move me 60 feet then?
I
I
will do
can't
that.
see.
Just going to draw a couple more lines here. There we go. Now Theron really can't see. Okay, so let's start by 30 feet forward. Okay, so you're in the darkness right now. You just want to dash?
Yep.
Okay. You got 15 feet left.
I'm not out of it yet.
Oh, you're not? Oh, you're not. Okay. You've got 10 feet left.
There we go. Sweet. Oh my God, Grimgar, what did you get yourself into?
Or can't answer you. I don't think so.
You can't answer. You cannot talk.
Did I get off that spell, the locate object?
You
Or do
did
I have
not.
that?
I didn't
Okay, so
realize you moved all the way down there because Travis was asking me about the Kuatoa he saw to his left.
okay. I'll just
And then
add
you're like, I
my,
cast the spell. I'm like, what? And you're down there. I'm like, no, 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 no. As soon as you get down there, you get attacked.
add my spell back.
They were
Just
just they were all under the water, so you couldn't see them.
Uh,
Because remember,
Thing that has
this
them.
room is actually like 60 feet tall. It's just flooded, so it's like 10 feet from the ceiling now. So there's plenty of room under the water. And these are mermaids and sea hags and stuff.
Thing that has him is what has him grappled?
It's a
The roper.
roper. It's a roper. You guys fought a rope in the swamp at one point. They're not very strong. They just got all these tentacles that keeps grabbing people and pulling them. That shit's annoying. But he's not very strong. It's not like he can do a ton of damage. He pulled Grimgar in and then he got surrounded. So
All right. Well, I'll shoot that thing.
okay. It's also hurt pretty bad already. Hit. 12 damage. 16's a miss. 32 is a hit. 12 damage. Actually, you dashed. You dashed. You couldn't attack. My bad.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Okay, so you got 10 feet. Do you want to move or end your turn or bonus action?
I'm going to go back into the darkness.
Not a bad idea, because they can't see you either. Okay, Erkin, you're up.
Can I say something to Theron?
Yeah, it's darkness, not silence.
I go, Theron, Grimgar's gonna die if we don't hurry to him.
From the other side of the darkness, you hear a mermaid say, "I can't see him, but I know he's right there because he's talking."
They're not paying any attention to me.
Damn. Is that a mermaid?
Yeah, Erkin. Your ears
Oh,
perk
yeah.
up. Erkin's ear, like elf ears, lift up like a deer. Huh?
Yeah, I say that too. I go, Hurricane mermaids.
All right. Erkin, you're
Very
up.
good. Good job.
Very good.
40, 45, and it's fucking dark.
Okay, how much movement you got left? Was that
0.
so? You got a dash now. Are you gonna dash or do something else? You could do something else.
I can do something else. What can I
Sure,
do?
why not? It's just darkness in front of you. You could shoot arrows through it. You might hit Maxon. Who knows?
I could just put a giant cone of silence out there.
Well, I don't know. Does that have to be at a point you can see? It doesn't have to be a point that you can see, then you can put it wherever you want.
It doesn't really say.
What does it say?
It says a 20-foot radius sphere centered on a point you choose within range.
Then yeah, you don't have to see. Just tell me how far away from you want it to be. If that's what you really want to do.
Or I can put spikes down on the water somehow.
Yeah, they probably wouldn't stay there, would they? I'm sure that spell says on the ground.
Okay, I will dash in like a boss.
Straight?
Straight.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make an acrobatics check.
Boop.
Okay, so you get around Maxon without running into him. 5, 6. That's 30 feet.
45 feet.
Yep, so you got 15 left. You should be able to see now.
Go. I
You
can't see. No.
Okay. So one more then. 10 feet left. Man, I did it again. 10 feet left.
I see everything.
And you're
Is it-
invisible.
Is it bright in here? No.
It's not.
Okay, I'm still invisible. And I will go 10 more feet. That's it,
Okay.
I think.
Sounds good.
Did you get them? Are they dead?
I say nothing.
Okay. Make a stealth check with advantage, please, Erkin.
Come on.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm comparing that to passive perception of bad guys. All right. So Erkin, while you're standing there, another roper comes up out of the water and starts whipping tentacles into the darkness. Disadvantage. Okay, this is at you, Maxon.
Thank God.
Tendril. Natural. Tendril.
He grapples himself.
Does a 20 hit?
Yeah.
All right, you're grappled.
Wait, there's not penalties for enemies for getting a natural one?
It doesn't do any damage.
Okay.
Okay, I will accept the penalty. Tell me what could possibly happen with a tendril that doesn't do damage. He can't grab himself. That's ridiculous.
I don't know.
Because if he can grab himself, I'm going to start saying when you guys roll natural ones, you guys stab yourself in the throat.
He grabs a wall and scrapes his
grabs
head.
his teammate.
Oh, you know
His
what?
arm
Okay, hold on.
falls asleep.
He actually has 6 tendrils, so I'll say he grabs a rock and then accidentally snaps his own tendril. How's that? So now he's only got 5.
I didn't really care. I didn't realize it did
No.
damage.
Yeah, it doesn't. It does. It says. It literally says damage. The target is grappled.
Yeah.
All right. And then it reels you in 25 feet, so it pulls you out of the darkness over to it, and then it tries to bite you. Miss. See, these things suck.
Good defense.
Theron, you're up. So you, Maxon's like, Erkin, there's mermaids. Theron, we gotta hurry up. Grimgar's fucked. Whoa! Like,
Okay.
and you, that whole time you couldn't even see him. So like, he's just
Okay.
like, whoa! And you hear him as he's being dragged away. Ah!
Nice. So, can you move me out of this darkness?
1, 2, 3. That's 15 feet. You
And I'm
can't
out?
see Erkin. Yeah. You can see
Okay.
now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little darker than normal, but
Darker than normal.
yeah.
Right.
Normally I can see like regular light in the darkness because I have the goggles.
No, there was, so I had the light set to a mistake.
Oh, okay.
This is
This is
how
how it
you're.
should be?
It's always supposed to be dim, but
Okay.
like you can see, like, it's ridiculous how much of this room you can see.
Okay.
Like,
I'm gonna.
Rob can barely see the bottom of the portal.
Okay.
Meanwhile,
I'm gonna put.
you can see the south end of the room.
I'm gonna put Storm Sphere on all these dudes.
Okay, how big is that?
20-foot radius.
Oh, it's not as big as I thought. Oh, storm sphere, right? Okay.
Mhm.
Right there, or right there,
Um,
right there,
a little more to the left.
right there.
Yeah, right there is good.
All right.
Okay.
So they make strength saves or something on their turn, right?
Okay, so when the sphere, let's see,
When it
when it
appears,
Oh, when it
Appears.
appears and or ends a turn, so they have to all make
Yes.
strength saves.
yes.
All right, this is gonna take a little bit. Roper. Ugh.
Should I just roll 1, 2d6?
Yes.
And they all take that? Okay.
Yeah.
Nice, pretty
Nice
good.
roll. Okay, the Roper
Yeah,
takes 10
wow.
damage. God damn it! I clicked the spiritual weapon. Okay, Merfolk Ravager. Strength. Oops, I'm rolling with disadvantage by accident. But a 4 and a 2. So that is stupid spiritual weapon. 10. 10. Okay, that's all of them. Elementals. Wow, good. -1 to strength on these guys.
Nice.
They both fail. 10 damage to them. What's this one? Oh, it's another salvager. 17 still a fail, right?
Yep. 19 is my DC.
Alright. And then Thalunama. passes. She takes no damage on a pass.
Correct.
Okay, bonus action for a lightning bolt or something else.
Yeah, bonus action lightning bolt on. Guess I'll do the roper.
Okay.
Forget what that is. Let's see.
Just to make an attack roll.
It's an attack roll. Let's do Ray of
You
Frost.
have advantage because it's in the circle. Okay, good, because a 19 was a miss.
Okay.
But we'll take your damage from the first roll, so that's 15.
Okay.
Okay. And you have like 10 feet left,
15
something like that? 15 feet?
Can I move back into the darkness?
Yeah.
Just like barely in here. Oh.
Well, move till you can't see anymore. If you can't see, they can't see you.
Well, I can't move into it.
Oh. Right.
That's why I had you move me out.
Can you see?
No.
Okay, perfect. All right, Maxon, make a wisdom saving throw, please. You pass. With a 14,
God.
you pass. Holy
Wow.
shit. Okay, that Aboleth, remember you fought that Aboleth before when you were killing Gar?
Hmm?
He's back! Alright, he pops up, casts a spell, you beat it. He makes a frustrated face, you assume. You can't read an Aboleth.
Hooray.
And that's his whole turn. Let's see. Back up. Another mermaid comes up. And waiting for a character sheet to load here. Spinning, 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 spinning. Jesus, let's go. There we go. Yeah, let's do that. This mermaid over here opens her mouth, and this rumbling roar comes out of her mouth. Something that you would not expect from just a humanoid like this. That's just like roar! Almost reminds you of a dragon. Everybody has to make a wisdom or a charisma saving throw.
Charisma?
Charisma. Charisma is your
Oh,
willpower.
no.
Megany with the natty 20!
Oh no.
Okay, 3 of you failed. Alright. Theron, Erkin, and Maxon are all frightened. What is frightened? I think we did this one, right?
Advantage on ability checks and attack rolls where the source of its fear is within line of sight. Can't willingly move closer to source of its fear.
Mm-hmm. And remember, these rocks aren't here because the water is above them. So consider this whole room water. All right. Faluna Ma. Let me figure out what she's gonna do first before I. Oh. Did you make the? You passed the save, Grimgar? You did.
Mhm.
Let me know if anybody's ending their turn in the sphere.
Yeah, she's not gonna. Maxon, she comes over to you, And she makes this turns her face into this horrifying, grotesque look. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Again.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay. You're afraid of that mermaid over there. You're not afraid of this monster. Ridiculous.
Yeah, screw mermaids.
I'll tell you guys later what that was. Grimgar, you can't do anything on your turn because this lasts until the end of your next turn. So your turn is over. Sorry you had to wait that long to do nothing.
Yep, it happens.
Okay. Megady comes running out of the darkness. She sees Grimgar and she's like, I gotta do something to help. So she pulls out a sandwich. She's hungry. No, what's she really gonna do? She will cast Sending and say, Grimgar, are you
Grimgar, how you doing? I'm pretty good.
yeah, there's not a ton she can really do. So she is just going to go with oh, that's right, she used like all of her fucking spells. Healing word is useless to him. So she is going to go a level 1 guiding bolt. The Roper's AC is awfully high. I'm going to try to kill the one to the north of Grimgar. How much damage does Sacred Flame do? 2d8? Should I Sacred Flame the Roper, which probably doesn't have high dexterity? Or should I level 1 Guiding Bolt the guy to the north of Grimgar?
Go after the Roper.
Okay, Sacred Flame. This will be 8 damage if it fails a dex save. I mean, she was hitting the boss last time with this attack, so. Yep, its dex is -1. I actually didn't know I was going based on. Yeah. 8 damage does not kill it.
No.
I know. That was her turn. And you know what else I forgot? The Roper didn't do anything on its turn, but it couldn't see anybody except Grimgar and Max, and both of whom were already grappled. So the only thing it would have done is tried to bite Grimgar, who at that time was incapacitated, but it missed anyway. Wow. That would have sucked because that would have been a crit too. It would have been a lot more damage than that if it had hit. Okay. Mermaid turn. Let's see. Let's get this one out of the way first. So another mermaid comes up out of the water next to Megady and is going to try to attack her. 2 rapier attacks. A 22 and a 16. The 22 hits, so she only takes 3 damage. Not bad. And then I've got 2 on Grimgar, both of which would have advantage. Miss. 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 One more Salvager also has advantage. Hit, miss,
3.
you take 3 damage.
A crit though, so 6, right?
No. Well, I have to roll the d8 again.
Okay.
It's not. So 8.
Got it.
What's left? The 2 Mer elementals. I think that this one's going to peel off. So Grimgar, if you want to opportunity attack it, you can.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, I will do that.
Alright, so you opportunity attack that one. 16 hits.
10 damage.
10 damage. That one is going to come over here. I don't think she had. Let me adjust the movement here. 25, 30. Okay, so Urkin, she moves out of your range too if you want an opportunity attack her.
Sure. That's a mermaid?
Yeah, she doesn't know you're there, so you have advantage.
Even if I have fear going?
You are straight up. Then.
Alright.
Not disadvantage either, though. 29, that's 11 damage to her.
She needs to make
And she make a constitution save because she's a mermaid. We finally get to do this!
I've been waiting.
Constitution save. A 5. An extra 4d6 damage. Fucking hell, man.
I hate you.
12 damage. She's barely hanging on after that slaughtering. But now she gets to attack Maxon with advantage because he is flanked. And she is going to... she'll touch him.
Is that just a weapon?
16 is a miss.
Miss.
Weapon? What?
Is that just the weapon Ergen has, or is that part of his
No, he's
hating
got a
mermaids?
mermaid scourge scimitar.
Okay.
Alright, the other one is going to move out of the storm, make a perception check to see if she knows where Urkin just attacked that mermaid from. You rolled a 25. There's no way she sees you unless she gets a natural 20. Nope, 12. Okay. She doesn't see you, so instead, she is going to try to get rid of Maxon. Maxon, I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
No. Holy shit, with a minus
Alright,
1.
you save against banishment.
Oof.
What?
You saved against banishment. So these guys are going to move away from the storm so they don't get crushed. So Theron has successfully saved Grimgar.
Right.
It's Maxon's turn. So you're grappled by this roper. You got a really hurt guy behind you, Maxon.
Want to do disarming strike on the roper.
Okay, so the roper, you can actually attack the tentacle and break it.
Oh.
If you
I'll
want to
do
just
that.
do that.
I'll do that.
You have
with my-
disadvantage because the source of your fear is in line of sight.
Looking south?
I mean, you don't have to actually be looking at her. She's
Oh.
in line of sight.
I looked it up. Facing doesn't matter, and you can't really hide behind anyone either.
Yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise, frightened would be pointless. It'd be too easy to avoid. So make your attack with disadvantage. All right, you turn your hand into the axe and just slice right through this tendril, just splitting it off the roper. So with your first attack, you are no longer grappled.
Does some
Destroying a
damage to the
tendril
roper?
deals no damage to the roper. So it doesn't. That didn't hurt it. It did cut the tendril. I guess the tendrils regenerate, so it doesn't matter. You have 2 attacks now.
I'll turn around and hit the weak guy.
All right.
Do I still have disadvantage?
Yeah. Yeah, until you either get rid of your fear or you kill that other mermaid.
Oh yeah, I can turn on my fighting style too.
A 20, yeah. You kill that mermaid. 1 attack left.
I'll hit the roper.
Okay. Another hit. 18 damage to the roper. Okay, do you want to stay there or move? If you move, you cannot move closer to this guy. If you move. You have to either move parallel or further away.
I'll move to here so that we have
Okay, yeah, that's
that
fine.
mermaid flank.
Okay, make a charisma saving throw at the end of your turn. 7. You fail. You're still frightened.
Okay.
Erkin, you're up.
Is this lady a mermaid?
Yes. Lady Esmeralda, the Salvagers, and the Mer Elementals are all mermaids.
I want to shoot her with a bow.
All right.
Is it still straight up with a bow? Yeah. She can't see me. Same deal.
It's not a matter of her being able to see you. It's a matter of you being able to see her. Oh yeah, you're right. Straight up. Yes.
Got it. Alright.
So you're like shaking, but she can't see you.
I think I'm gonna cast Zephyr Strike on myself first.
Sure.
So, one attack. Okay, so I'm gonna do this first attack with advantage.
Okay. Oh well, wait. Advantage? No, you don't have advantage.
No.
You can't stack advantage. If you have both advantage and disadvantage, no matter how many of each you have, it cancels out. Think penalties in football.
Can't damage triple stamp.
You could have 5 penalties on one side and 1 penalty on the other side, and it all offsets.
Alright, fine. I'll cancel that Zephyr Strike then.
Okay.
Bo, where are you?
Oh man, who would have thought a 20 would definitely be enough to hit? 9 damage. Oops, I gave her 9 health.
Why did you say it like that? Are you fucking with us?
What?
Who would have thought a 20 would be just enough to
Because he
hit?
thought he needed advantage to just shoot a guy.
Oh, okay.
Like, she's a spellcaster. She's not wearing armor.
Just
No,
wanted to
no.
make sure.
Sorry. I just thought he was going, like, jumping through all these hoops to try and get advantage, and then got a
Hey.
20.
True.
I only have 56 more arrows.
Right. She has to make a Constitution saving for her spell. Natural 20.
Shoot her again.
Okay.
I'm not afraid of you.
Natural 20!
Nice.
Way to roll a
Is it?
1 on your extra die there.
Is that enough?
To do what?
Nope. She's
To hit
dead.
her?
She's still green. She's not dead.
Man.
Okay, she's got a con save again. Natural 20! Brr.
No.
That's 3 natural 20s in a row.
Fuck you, Joe.
That's
Well, no, 2
bullshit.
for me and 1 for Chris.
Yeah, but he got a 1, so, I mean,
Or 1.
yeah, he rolled a 1 on the damage for the natural 20.
Brr.
Okay, I'm done.
He also rolled an 8 on the first die.
Yeah, that's true.
What
is happening?
It's supposed to be an air horn.
Okay.
Alright. It's Roper time. It's Roper time.
Kill Max.
Kill Maxon. Sure, I'll kill Maxon. Why not?
Yeah,
Tendril on Maxon.
Ooh,
Yeah.
breaking leg.
18? That hits. You're grappled again, bitch.
Oh well.
Every fight, Maxon just gets grappled. Alright.
Punch it in the face.
Tendril on Megady. Miss. Tendril on Megady. Hit. Megady is grappled. This one cannot see Theron. It doesn't know. It doesn't know you're there. It doesn't know where you went in the darkness, so it's not going to try. And Grimgar's grappled by the other one, and it can't see Erkin. And you moved. Make another stealth check with advantage. I'm not going to let it roll. This is just passive perception. You got to beat a 16, basically. Easy. Okay, so it doesn't even bother attacking you because it doesn't know where you are. It pulls both Megady and Maxon over to it. And then it's going to try to bite Maxon.
Jesus.
Alright, Maxon takes 42 damage. Oh my god. And then the other Roper has nobody to grapple, so it's just going to try to bite Grimgar. And that's a miss. Theron's up.
Okay. So while I'm blind,
You
do
can't
I
see
know
her.
where she is?
Nope, you can't see her.
So I can
You
go
can move
wherever.
wherever you want. Yep.
Okay, I'll just step out like I had been forward. If you can
Yep.
move me.
Okay, and then you
So I'm
can't move
out.
forward anymore after that because now you can see her.
Okay. Holy shit, things are different. Um, did the Roper end his turn here?
You know what? He did. I wouldn't
So
move him
strength
because he's
save.
got Grimgar grappled. Yeah, he's probably dead then. Roll your damage. It's strength save. 7. Yeah, he's fucked. Roll 2 ones, Travis.
I already rolled.
Okay, you didn't. Alright, yeah, that Roper's dead.
Fuck yeah. You're free, Grimgar.
I remember thinking before he's the only one that wouldn't move.
Right. Time to run away.
Grimgar hasn't had a turn in 20 minutes.
I can't see a color around her. Is that on purpose?
Yeah, it's because... Here, hold on. I'm not going to bother explaining why. There.
Okay. Okay. So I'll use a bonus action first
Uh-huh.
to zap. Arcana will take care of that one. Which one used the fear on me? Or do I not know that?
You couldn't see when that happened.
That's true. I couldn't, so I don't know
You
which one.
heard it. That's why you had to make the save.
Okay.
But you know who you're afraid of, so it's this one.
Okay.
You would know who you're afraid of.
Oh, is that like a natural ability or is that magic?
Well, it's definitely magic, but it's not a spell.
Okay. I'm just wondering if she needs to concentrate on it. If I can.
She's concentrating on something.
Okay. Um. Yeah, fuck it. I'll zap her because she scared me. So I'm disadvantage.
Yes.
Okay, so this is my bonus action.
Uh-huh. 18 hits. 19 damage, right?
Wait, is that the same damage as the spell?
Oh, it's not. You're right.
What's the? I forget what the spell damage is. I think we
4d6?
messed that up before. Let's see. Yeah, 46.
4d6 and 3d8 are basically the same thing anyway.
I did pretty much the same for the damage.
Do you add the
1-1.
5 to this? Or is it only when you cast
Yeah,
the
I
spell?
can. I can do it on 1 damage roll per turn.
Okay. Sorry. So this is the one you want.
Sure.
Alright, 20 damage. Yeah. And she's got to make another con save. Keep whispering these. 18 saves.
Okay. And then I will use a fireball as my action.
Okay.
Own.
Where do you want it?
Can I get her and Luna? Lady Esmeralda and
Yes.
yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Alright, dexterity saves.
Oh, hi.
7. Scavengers, 2 scavengers. 22, 15. And then the elemental, there's only 1. I keep rolling advantage and disadvantage because I'm not hitting the toggles, but it's just the number on the left.
Okay, so 1 passes so far.
Yep. So, and that one, the one that passed probably dies anyway. It does.
Yeah,
All right.
26, not +5. So you know.
Yeah, it had 12 hit points.
Okay.
So 13 kills it anyway. So 26. Con save. Fail that time, so the darkness is gone, so we don't have to deal with that nonsense anymore.
Oh, okay, that's what she was concentrating on.
Yep. There we go. The Mer Elemental takes 26, and Fulunama takes 26.
Not a bad turn for somebody without a lot of spells left.
Yep, I'm gonna start moving dead bodies out of the way. Because if I could get rid of the names, like I have a lot of trouble seeing because all the names are there, I can't make them go away. I think next campaign, if we use Roll20, I'm not using this thing again. I know it's been kind of useful to you guys, but it's very annoying for me.
Did I move just 5 feet back out?
Yes, you did.
I'm gonna move 25 feet next to
You
Grimgar.
can't move closer to her.
Oh.
You're still afraid
Shit.
of her.
Oh fuck. Okay. That's unfortunate. So I can only either move left, even
Well,
with me,
yeah,
or
you
back.
think of it
right.
like a circle around her.
Okay.
So you can either move back to the left, back, or right.
I'm gonna move here. It's just 25 feet in case Urkin wants some advantage.
Okay, yeah,
She
I
probably
would
already.
say that's close enough to being not closer.
Okay. He probably does have advantage already, doesn't he?
'Cause he's
Well.
invisible, yeah. That's okay. Yeah, you'd want to get away from all those other guys anyway.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, the aboleth comes up out of the water again. And is going to attack with advantage on Maxon. That's a 26 to hit. Maxon, you take 9 bludgeoning, and you have to make a Constitution saving throw. 28. Okay. It tries to hit you again. That's a 27. You take 11 bludgeoning. You have to make a Constitution saving throw. 23. Okay, third attack. That's a 17 to hit. That hits you anyway, doesn't it? Yep. 12 bludgeoning, and you have to make a Constitution saving throw. And a 13. Okay. That is the Aboleth's turn. Lady Esmeralda. So her concentration is gone now. No, she can't cast that. She can't do that either. Man, I really put her in a bad situation in terms of the environment. Hmm. Yes. Fuck. Stupid character. Um. She's going to go underwater, and then you don't know where she. Well, she wants you to be able to see her. So she comes back up, and now you know where she is. All right. So Luna Ma makes that scary face again. This time at you, Theron.
Oh no.
And so I need you to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Fuck.
9.
Yeah.
Okay. This literally scares you to death. You drop to 0 hit points and fall unconscious.
Right.
Actually, hold on. Time out. Make a charisma saving throw at the end of your turn to get out of the fear. Okay, never mind. 0 hit points.
Jesus fuck.
And then she's going to move over here. And so that was the move I used on Maxon earlier that he passed. She can only use that on. Well, actually, I'll just show you. This. That's why
Street move.
that's why I used this other one that can make people afraid. They're tag teaming it. That was the strategy. Grimgar's up.
All right. Okay.
Your
The,
storm
Storm
is
Sphere's gone.
yeah, okay.
I was gonna yeah, sorry. Okay. I guess I'll move here. I don't want to move too far quite yet. 10 feet. 10 feet, and then I'll use Channel Divinity. And so I know Theron's down. How many? What was that?
How many points total is it?
Sh
Maxon's at 26.
Okay, so you could use a bunch too. Channel Divinity is. Let me find it. The right spot. There it is. 70 hit points.
70 hit points. Okay.
So
Theron could take 53 maximum. He could take.
I'll give those to him. I'll give him 53, and then I'll give
17 to
17
Maxon.
to Maxon. Yep.
Okay. Maxon gets 17 hit points.
17?
Yep. It's funny that your two healers are just at the bottom of the initiative together. Maggoty literally got a natural 1. The mermaids I forgot to roll for, that's why I made them a 1. Because I rolled for Lady Esmeralda, but I didn't want them to be in the same initiative, and I just forgot to roll for the rest of them. So when I got to the end of the initiative, I just had them go.
I guess I'll just use spiritual weapon as my bonus.
Okay.
So there's this
Yeah.
whatever that creature is here. I'll attack
Right.
it.
Strange, made like myrrh.
Yeah, it's myrrh thingy.
This myrrh thingy.
Man,
A 12
shit.
hits, 9 damage, still alive.
It's terrible.
12 hits.
I know, but what? It's just
Roll
awful on the
2.
damage. And I guess I'll stay here.
I love how. Why does it say 0.49 times 2 d8?
I'm not sure. That's a good question. I don't think it's rolling right.
Oh, you know why? Because it only deals extra damage every 2 levels higher.
Oh, okay.
Right?
I'm reading it right now. Yeah, when you cast this level spell slot of 3rd level or higher, damage increased by 1d8 for every 2 slot
Right.
levels
And
above 2nd. That's weird.
because it rounds everything up. If you said 0.5, one level would make it go up, so they had to do 0.49.
Okay.
So that if you do it twice, it's 9.98, and so it would round up.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay, you're done?
Yep.
Okay, Magody is going to heal Maxon. She's going to do a level 2 Cure Wounds. That's her last level 2 spell slot. You get 11 hit points. That's her whole turn. And now what's left of the mermaids go. So Theron, you are prone because you were just unconscious. So this thing is going to try to inject toxin on you, With advantage. 11. Miss.
Miss.
Okay. Is that the last? No, there's one more salvager over here. This one's going to come over here on Megady and attack her with advantage. 18 is a hit. So Megady takes 5 piercing damage and is paralyzed for a long time because she just went.
She doesn't have to roll a Constitution save.
Oh, you're right. You are right. You know what? When you're right, you're right. Not paralyzed.
Nice. Nicely done, Megady.
She just like slurps it down. Mer Elemental.
She's a bitch.
Is it the last? Is there 2 or 1 of those?
Unless one's underwater, there's just one.
Or can kill that other one.
Probably. Yeah, there is a
Sure.
dead one you have on the left there.
Got it. Okay. What's the range on that? It is 20-foot radius sphere. A lot of those running around here.
Oh no, what's she gonna do?
No.
She can hit Megady too. Okay. She goes to cast a spell, Theron.
Oh, I have counterspell. Let's do that.
Okay, you counterspell. She counterspells you.
Huh?
She counterspells you.
Is it level 3 or lower?
She can use her reaction.
You can use a reaction on while you're casting a spell?
Yeah.
How does she do it while she's casting a different spell?
Reaction.
Whoa.
I think you can. Counterspell on your own turn? Question mark.
I think you can too.
Counterspell is a reaction spell. There is no rule against taking a reaction on your turn. The rule against casting 2 spells on your turn
Okay.
is that if you use a bonus action to cast a spell, then your action has to be a cantrip if it's a spell. That's the rule. It doesn't say anything about reactions in that rule.
Okay.
What level is it?
So she the good news is that she only has 2 spell slots, so she just used both of them. The bad news is that she used Synaptic Static. So I need
What
Theron.
level?
You don't know what level it is.
Can I use my counterspell too?
You can. You can. Roll a d20 for me.
I still have a couple charges on.
Counter spell?
Yeah. Is
He's
it your
got a
last one?
thing.
Did you have 2, and so this is one of your 2? Is that it?
This is one of my 2.
Okay. So yeah, roll a d20. You failed.
Ugh.
It was a level 15 spell. You needed.
Level 15, those exist?
No, it was level 5 spell, but the DC was 15.
Oh. Okay.
And so you
It
rolled
was
a
level
3, and
15.
I don't know what number you would add to that, but I don't have to figure it out because you rolled a 3. You don't have a plus 12 modifier in anything for sure.
No.
Okay, so Theron, you succeed.
I take 10 or 11?
Neither of that.
Oh.
Well, wait, hold on. I was reading a
What are
different
we
spell.
what are we rolling for this?
Intelligence save.
Intelligence.
You can see
Yeah.
it right there, Brian.
You do take 10.
Oh, okay.
And Erkin
Oh,
has
yeah.
to roll, and Megady has to roll. Grimgar, 10 damage. Megady. Erkin, 21 damage. Intelligence save. Megady fails. Takes 21 damage. And then the other part of Synaptic Static is... Didn't pop up, which pisses me off. The target has muddled thoughts for 1 minute. During that time, it rolls a d6 and subtracts that number from all attack rolls, ability checks, and concentration saving throws to maintain concentration. The target can make an intelligence saving throw at the end of each turn to end the effect.
So is that no matter what, or only if you failed?
Only if you failed.
Okay, so just Birkin to worry about that.
Birkin and Megady.
Or and Megady.
So he's got disadvantage on his attacks and has to subtract the d6. And this Mer Elemental is going to kind of sort of run away after that. And it is now Maxon's turn.
I want to do disarming strike on this roper.
Okay.
Do I still have disadvantage right now?
Yes. Okay. The disarming strike, does that add to the damage or the attack roll?
I get a d10 do damage.
Okay, you missed.
19 misses.
Yes, yes. This thing has a hard outer shell. Second attack?
I'm gonna try and disarm it. Or not disarm it. Hit its tentacle, I guess.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, natural 1. So with a natural 1, well, Megady's right there. I guess you could hit her by accident? I don't want to do this. Natural 1. Let's do this. Roll a d6 for me. Okay, yeah. Roll a d20 for me. Yeah, okay. So Megady takes the 16 damage. The tentacle, you swing and miss because you're wiggling around in this tentacle, and you hit Megady by accident.
Try again.
Okay. Were you attacking the roper or the tentacle?
Tentacle.
Tentacle. Okay, you destroy the tentacle. You are no longer grappled. Okay?
Use evasive footsteps.
Uh-huh. Okay.
And I want to go to here.
Okay. So when you move away, the Abeloth swings its tail at you. Natural 1. What's
Hits
the
the
reach on it?
roper.
10 feet. I'm going to make another attack against the roper. Hits the roper. 15 damage. Its reach on that attack was 10 feet. That's why I let it hit the roper. And then the roper is going to make an opportunity attack on you. And try to bite you. Yeah. Your AC was 20, so that hits. You take 26 damage. Yeah. Man, if you had only rolled a 4 on that d10 instead of a 3. Okay. That's your turn. Erkin, you're up.
I'm gonna put Hunter's Mark on Lady Esmeralda.
Okay.
Take a step down here,
Uh-huh.
and I will shoot her in the face.
Okay. So
With
straight
a
up. Not disadvantage. Straight up.
longbow with Hunter's Mark.
Roll a d6. That's a 15 to hit. You hit. You take 16 damage. Okay.
I will do it again.
Roll a d6.
Yahtzee!
It's an 18 to hit. You hit. She takes 16 damage.
And I will run like a man.
Okay, he runs like a man.
Let's see, how far away is the 40 feet. I'll go over. Yeah.
Okay, make an intelligence saving throw at the end of your turn. Also, Max, and make a Oh crap! What was the save for the fear? Was it wisdom?
Charisma.
It was charisma. Okay, you failed again. And Erkin failed his intelligence save. Make a charisma save, Erkin. Failed that too. Man, it's so weird that I got these effects on you guys and they just never go away.
Frightened you're talking about?
Yeah.
Or is fear? I think is wisdom, not charisma. Yeah, wisdom.
You don't
Oh,
even know.
it
You don't
mattered.
even know what
I've been-
move she used. How do you know which one it is?
I've been making charisma this whole time, haven't I?
Oh, maybe I'm
It
reading
is,
the
it
wrong
is
thing.
charisma. Frightened isn't a spell. It's an
Oh,
effect.
I was seeing attributes fear. Okay, never mind.
No, she used a move called Voice of the Kraken.
Gotcha.
Okay. All right. I think we're square. All right. The Roper's turn. The Roper is actually going to release Megady, leaving her there, and is going to move past her up to there. Megady will then make an opportunity attack on him. What does she have anyway? She got a mace. Yeah, sure. She's trying to mace him. Yeah, 11 misses. All right. He's gonna try roping some people up. So, Theron, Tendril, 21. You are grappled. Maxon, Tendril, 16 is a miss.
Riposte.
There again, you're not close enough to riposte. Miss. Hit. So it reels you both in. And it's going to try to bite Max, and even though he's harder to hit, he's lower health. Oh my god! 25! You take 22 damage, Maxon. The Roper has a +7 to hit, and is just not missing ever. Crazy. Okay, only Roper. Theron, your turn.
Don't like this situation. Now everyone's nice and spread out. That stinks. I don't have much left.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna use shocking grasp on the roper.
Okay. That's a hit. 16 damage.
Can I use my bonus action to dodge even though I'm grappled?
Yes. Okay, you're dodging. Youngle Cub the Devourer. He will. He's going to start by going after Megady. 15 feet. Tail. Alright, yeah, he knocks her out. And then he goes up to Grimgar. 18 damage.
18 damage he does?
Yep. And miss. Make a Constitution saving throw. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm using the wrong attack. I'm using the wrong attack. Yeah, I fucked up. Okay, he doesn't get. You don't take any damage. I accidentally used the tail attack on Megady, and when he does that, it's the only attack he can make. Whoops. Oh. I suppose the other thing might not have killed her, and it would have taken 2 hits anyway, so. Oh well. You're lucky. I fucked up. Lady Esmeralda. What
Did
is
you
she
roll?
gonna do?
Did you roll Constitution for my attacks on her? Or concentration or whatever she's
She's
doing?
not concentrating on anything.
Yeah. Oh, Hunter's Mark. My bad.
This one's concentrating, though. Actually, no, she's not.
I don't think any of them are.
Yeah, that intelligence thing isn't a concentration spell.
She was concentrating on her things, but that's fine.
So she, yeah, she's gonna go under the water. And she's gonna stay under there through the end of her turn.
Okay.
So the people who are afraid have no movement restrictions anymore. And Thaluna Ma's turn.
If you're not grappled.
I mean, if you just kill the roper, you wouldn't have to worry about being grappled.
It's true.
How far can she move? 40 feet? Yep, she can get right over to Grimgar. Okay, she goes at you, Grimgar. Max, and she gives you the death glare. Make a wisdom saving throw.
No.
I mean, you only have 3 hit points anyway. Okay, you're unconscious. And then she's going to attack Grimgar. Miss. 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 And it's Grimgar's turn.
She had the trident.
She does.
Yeah, I had a plan for that, but I've been grappled,
Yep.
frightened, and everything.
Yep. The only time you guys ever have trouble in a fight is when your ability to move is somehow restricted. Otherwise, you guys just annihilate fights, but I can't make this shit easy. This is a big deal.
I don't like grab it from her, but I feel like I should.
I feel
I
like
heal
you,
again.
yeah, I kind of feel like you guys need to not die.
Yeah.
Theron's at half health, and Maxon and Megady are both unconscious, and you're under half health. So,
I'll write that half.
Yeah.
But still. So I'll use Channel Divinity again.
okay.
How many can Megady take?
She could take 27. I wouldn't worry about giving her a ton.
Yeah, let's give her.
I mean, 1.
Let's give her.
Yeah, she's gonna go
Yeah,
down
let's.
one hit
Can
anyway.
Maxon take 69?
Because her turn is next, so just give her a hit
Yeah.
point.
Yeah, I'll give her 1. And I'll give 69 to Maxon.
Yeah,
Nice.
okay.
Bet-
69.
bet you
nice.
do.
Nice.
I bet you do.
Why don't you give 1 to Theron and 68 to Maxon?
No.
Okay.
Damn. I'm not even worth 1 health.
We never 69 me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't
Am I frightened still or no?
have enough
Yes,
health?
you
I
are.
don't know.
I am.
probably do.
It's not going to matter because she's not in your line of sight, but yes. Lasts for a minute. Being like, okay, say Freddy Krueger scared you, right? And then he killed you, and then someone brought you back to life. You would still be like, oh no, Freddy Krueger again! Ah!
I have a forgetful memory. I don't know.
Yes, a forgetful. Your
I
memory
forgot
can't,
about
your,
him.
my memory can't remember anything.
Where
Uh,
Who
Um,
killed me? Some
Fine,
dude?
I'm here.
Grimmer, anything else?
Yeah,
Some guy named Fred?
I'll use
Frederick
Spirit
Kruger.
Spiritual Weapon again on that same guy.
Okay, yep. I can't believe these merfolk salvagers have survived this long.
Me too.
Yes, that one's dead. They have
Right.
they have
Fuck.
AC 12 and 22 hit points, and one of them is still at max health.
Okay, that's it.
Maxon would stop getting grappled every turn.
Only we had
It's
someone
not so
good at
much.
killing
It's not such a
mermaids.
matter of him getting grappled. It's a matter of him spending his whole term trying to get ungrappled,
Trying to get out of it.
only to
Just kill it.
only to immediately get grappled
You
again.
could have killed it 3 turns ago if you would just attack it.
All right, Megady gets a turn. She's going to spend half of her movement to stand the fuck up. Jeez. Even she realizes there's no point in healing herself. And if she heals somebody else, she's going to give them like 8 hit points, so she needs to attack. Inflict wounds on this motherfucker right in front of her.
Good
Fuck 'em
spell.
up.
Ah, fuck!
She missed.
Wow.
10! 18
That's a lot of damage too.
damage! Rolled a 9 and an 8. Fuck!
God damn it, Megady. Just die.
It doesn't matter. She actually has a minus 1d6 to her roll anyway.
Why couldn't we have left her and brought Haman?
She got an 8. Because Haman is protecting that center room.
I know he is. I don't know why.
And I also, like,
Oh, it's so not important.
if
It's
I just give
protected.
you guys heavy hitters, it's just like, okay, I'll just do the fight with all your allies. You guys just watch.
That'd be nice. We do that.
It would not be nice. You would be very bored. You would be playing another game instead of paying attention. All right. So this Merfolk Scavenger is going to try to kill Megady again. I think her AC 17. Yep. All right, and then it's going to stab her unconscious body.
Oh no.
Oh
Why?
no.
That's so savage.
It missed. Oh yeah, she had to make a save at the end of her turn to get rid of the intelligence thingy. Failed. I think that's the last regular. Oh no, the Mer Elemental. There's one Mer Elemental left. I gotta move her up so you guys kill her so I can stop paying attention to her. She used all of her spells too. I said that last time.
Yep.
So
Bitch. Wasted one of my spells too.
she is going to do Eldritch Blast at Theron.
What?
Elbow blast.
I'm using Maxon as a human shield.
He's on the ground.
He's being held though. Held in front of me.
Okay, you take 3 damage
Ow!
and you take 6 damage. So a total of 9.
Damn it.
It's you're complaining about 9 damage. Earlier, Maxon got critted by a roper and took 46 damage.
Yeah, I got one shot with 96 health earlier.
Yeah, I know. I can't believe that actually ended up working out.
I know. I have a +6 to wisdom, and it was
I
like
know.
a 14.
Well, yeah, all the
save.
DCs in this fight have been like a 14 or lower, and you guys have failed constantly.
I know. And charisma, I'm not surprised
okay.
I have a 0.
Maxon,
but-
it's your turn. You are prone, grappled, and still frightened, but the frightened doesn't matter because she's under the water.
I want to punch this roper.
All right, you stand
Yes.
up and punch the roper. Go for it.
Fuck him up.
Miss.
Damn it.
Plus 12. He's missing. All right, 18 damage.
Yes.
That's all I can do.
Don't you have 3 attacks?
He does.
Not if I used. You said I had to stand up.
It's
That's not
half
an
your
action.
movement. That's not an action.
Oh, I thought you said.
We've
I
only
thought it's
been playing
always
for.
been.
We've been
I
playing
thought
for like
you've always
3
had to use an
years.
action to
No,
stand up when you're
half movement to stand up.
prone. Okay, I see what you're saying.
3 years.
It doesn't matter.
Damn it.
You do have your action surge. You got that back after the short rest.
I'm
You
gonna
want to
save
use
it.
it? Okay. Make a charisma save to get rid of your fear.
I'd rather use-
Come on.
like he's been afraid for like 7 turns. Like, oh, actually, you didn't even roll with. Oh, disadvantage didn't matter.
Can I ask what you're saving the action surge for?
Urkin, you're up.
Something special.
Okay.
Here.
I'll see you in the afterlife, I guess. Well, we're both dead and you still have your action surge.
To have him first though, because he's got an action surge.
I'm gonna move Hunter's. Oh, she's not dead. I'm going to
Right, she's not
Mermaid's
dead.
Scourge.
Does he know where she is with the hunter's mark?
I think so. Do you know where she is with the hunter's mark?
I have advantage to check for her or something like that.
Oh.
Do you want? Are you gonna look for her or not?
No.
Okay, you're attacking
Kill-
the last mermaid that's up here.
Yes, the last mermaid.
Yeah, that hits. Roll your 4d6. Depending on what you
Last
roll, I'll make the
mermaid.
con save. So
Nice ones.
Damn it.
yeah, she's got to make her con save. Wow, you rolled like
A
garbage.
shitty roll, Chris.
You've been saving that sword this whole time, and you roll like balls.
I want to use it
I'm rolling
twice.
Balls.
Oh, that's true. She got a 17. She fucking passed. You suck. She took 14 damage.
All right, all right.
She has 22 health, he said.
I'm going to stab her again.
I can do that to 6 people in 1 turn.
I'd like to see you try. Scourge it.
Yeah, that hits.
That wasn't very good either.
She's gonna die though. She's only got 8 hit points left, so even if she passes the save, she did pass the save.
She lives.
No, she took 12 damage. She had 8 hit points.
She passed the save.
She takes half.
She takes half.
You win.
So she took 18. She took
She took
12 damage.
12.
She only had 8 health. She's dead.
Ah, I see your math.
You filled your
Yes,
lifelong dream.
math.
Oh, thank God you killed that pesky
All right,
mermaid
that's your whole turn.
with your shitty attacks.
You gonna move?
Bulama can't see me. Can she death glare me if she
You
can't
don't.
see?
You don't know if she can see you or not. You don't know what her ability to see is.
All right, I'll stay here.
She's always watching.
Right, maybe. Make a charisma save and an intelligence save. Oh, you didn't subtract your DC. Oh, you wouldn't miss anyway. Her AC was 12.
You got a natural 1.
Charisma save. You're still afraid.
See wisdom?
Intelligence.
No,
Let's do the other one.
intelligence. You'd probably fail that anyway. Oh my god! What the fuck is wrong with you guys?
I
Holy
think
shit!
we
He
need
rolled a 4.
Can we do a do-over?
Oh my god! Okay, yeah, you're still intelligence fucked up.
My intelligence fucked up.
Yeah. I guess the Roper's gonna try to grab Grimgar.
No. We need him.
Not again.
Miss, hit.
Somebody do something.
All right, so
Maybe someone with an action surge could have done something.
Grimgar gets grappled in. So he's been biting the people, whoever has the lowest health. So Theron, that's you.
No. Disadvantage.
16.
Or no, it's canceled. Fuck, that's my AC, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that is my AC.
Oh, it does have disadvantage. Why wouldn't it have disadvantage?
I'm grappled, doesn't it cancel?
No. Grapple doesn't
Oh.
give advantage, so let me roll it again. Yeah, okay, yeah, I hit you. Are you gonna shield?
I don't have any left.
Oh man. Alright.
Or did I get some on the short rest? I don't remember how that.
No, it's a long rest. You take 160 damage.
Oh no, I do have one left. I have one left.
Oh, okay.
I'm using it.
Right. Okay, Theron, you're up. You got a Roper,
Okay.
an Aboleth, and Thalunamah left.
We're fireballing these bitches.
Well, and actually the Mer Elemental's over here, and you don't know where Lady Esmeralda went. Fireball, okay. Any
let's
special
do-
sauce?
I think I have a spell of
Let me
maximum.
make sure the
damage or
Aboleth
something,
can't
don't I?
counterspell. No, he can't.
Saucy.
Yes, too.
No, you used your maximum damage thing today already.
I have a potion of maximum power. that?
Oh, yeah, bonus action. Sure. To drink it.
I'll have. Yeah, let's use the bonus action to drink the maximum power.
Okay, so it's max
Fireball with
damage.
Wand of Deking.
So it's max damage, right?
Yeah.
So 4853,
So,
right?
Yes.
Wow. Okay, half damage would kill the Roper. He has 26 hit points.
Cool.
So Roper's dead. Everybody turn off your grapples.
It's my last Wand of Deking as well.
Okay, disadvantage, Sea Hag, dex save. Oh, she doesn't really have any dex. 18? Is that a
Oh,
fail?
shit. Let's fail.
Okay, so that's 53 damage to her. That's an ouchie. And the Aboleth, dexterity. Oh man, he's not dexterous. 6.
Nice.
He takes 53. He is a healthy boy, though. Alright.
Okay.
So
I
I'll move
can
this Roper
move.
out of the way. Take the Roper out of the initiative.
Moving over here.
Run away! Alright, Young Club is going to go after Grimgar. I'm gonna not fuck this up this time.
You can fuck it up.
Going to tentacle you. Whack! 20 or 28. There's no disadvantage. What am I doing? You take 11 bludgeoning. Whack! Natural 20. 16 bludgeoning. Whack! Miss. Make 2 Constitution saving throws. Oh yeah, that's why I was doing it secretly, so you guys couldn't see the thing. Well. Alright. So now you and Maxon are infected with that slimy bullshit from before when Maxon had to go in the tub.
Mm.
Lady Esmeralda turn. You don't see her in the initiative because she's underwater. Okay. Thaluna Ma. Thaluna Ma says, you're so much stronger than you look. How about a deal?
No.
What's your terms?
Well,
No.
another
No
deal?
deal.
Okay. All right. Maxon, make a wisdom saving throw. You are still afraid.
What's your terms?
I want to hear it. At
Why?
least talk about it. I
Maxon's
don't
a
know.
0 hit
Kill
points.
time. Oh, Maxon.
She then is going to stand on top of Maxon's body and attack Grimgar with advantage. Claws. Miss. Claws. Hit. You take 12 slashing and 1 acid. Bite. Miss.
That's a huge miss.
Hey, his turn's next too.
Oh my god. That could have been the end.
Ooh. If Maxon hadn't failed that saving throw, she was gonna attack Maxon. So the fact that like Grimgar's down to 11 hit points, like that was fucking close. She needed to miss twice on those 3 attacks, and she did. Oh man, with advantage too. Guys, my hands were sweating over here. It's like, oh my god. I was like, she's got to do it. She's not dumb. She knows what she's got to do. Maxon's the hard hitter, and Grimgar's the healer, so she's going after them. Oh my god. Whew, Grimgar, save the day. You got anything left?
Not
Got a spells?
much. I got one mass healing word, but it's not that great.
She's
But
bloodied.
that's
She's more than bloodied right now.
Mhm.
She's a little past. She's been bloodied for like 1 hit so far already.
Well, I'm gonna do that anyway, I guess. Just to
Do
get
what?
Maxon back up. Mass healing word
Okay.
at level 4.
Okay.
That's a bonus action.
Yeah, that's a good move. There you go.
Let's see what I roll. So, and it's level 4, so
18.
it's 18 to everybody.
18 to everybody. So I'm going to push Thaluna Ma out of the space because Maxon's up.
Okay, and then for an action, I guess I will try to hit her.
Okay.
I should have rolled with Divine Strike.
Okay.
So that's 2d8 plus
Roll it.
that.
24 is definitely a hit. It's a good turn, Grimgar.
Wow,
Oh my
good.
god!
Wow.
Hey, the odds got to flip backward and forward. Okay, her health is orange now, Grimgar.
Hey,
With that hit.
I'll stay there.
Okay. Um Megady is going to move over to here. No opportunity attack because his range is 10 feet. She will. She can't hold person Thalunama. She's not a person. Oh, she doesn't have any level 2 spells anyway. She's gonna Guiding Bolt Thalunama. Level 1. Phew! 8.
Damn. Would have been a lot of damage.
19 fucking damage. God damn it! Rolled a fucking 3. Her AC is so low. And it would have given the next person advantage on her. God damn it. Megady's down to 1 level 1 spell. That's all she's got left.
Mhm.
And plus I have to subtract the d6, so her attack was really a 4. Okay, she makes her intelligence save at the end of her turn. She's out of it.
Thank God.
The save, I think, is a 15. That one's out. Mermaid. All that's left is the Mer Elemental, who's going to shoot at Grimgar. Try to take him out. Eldritch Blast. 15
Yes.
and 13.
Miss.
This is
Max and
obviously the
Is he
person's
Was he at
invisible, right?
advantage?
what?
Sorry.
Was he at advantage?
No.
Or was that okay?
Maxon, half your movement to get up.
Can I go here and get advantage on
Yes,
her?
you can.
I'm going to pound her.
Ah!
Here's one.
He swings and connects. 16
Oh,
damage. Whoopsh.
I'm gonna hit her again.
15 damage.
I'm gonna hit her again.
Maxon's fist comes down and just slices her head clean off.
Yay.
Thalunama dies and the trident falls from her grasp.
Right.
Maxon, you can make an acrobatics check to try to catch it before it plunks into the water.
Oh my god. I do a backflip.
Wow.
Fucking yeah. Yeah, you slice her head off and then transform your hand back into a normal hand and catch the trident in one motion as it
Yes.
falls from her grasp. And her body slips into the water, bleeding. The water kind of turns red.
No deal.
All right. At the end of your
No,
turn, make a
you.
charisma save to get rid of your fear. I think it was a 14 you needed. I'll check. 14. Yep, you're still afraid, bitch. Theron, you're up. Or Erkin, I'm sorry. Erkin, you're up.
Yeah.
You do have a mermaid left over here.
Son of a bitch. I'm gonna go over here.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna put Hunter's Mark on the mermaid with
Okay.
a spell.
You can step away from the aboleth because its range is 10 feet. You won't take an opportunity attack.
I'm good here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna shoot the bow
Okay.
at the mermaid.
All right. It's a straight up roll. You have disadvantage because you're in melee.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm in melee just because someone's next to me.
Yep. Range
Okay.
range attacks and someone's next to you, you would have disadvantage.
Even if you're invisible.
Yes, because his tentacles are flying all over the place. It's like you're not taking damage, but like they're still slapping you. But a 22 hits and you killed it, so it doesn't matter.
I want to shoot it again.
The dead mermaid. Go ahead.
No.
You don't.
No.
You can.
I rolled a 3, a 4, and a 2 on those attacks.
Yeah.
And I will whip,
Wow.
I guess. Maybe.
Okay. Put your bow
Can you
away.
switch?
Pull out the
Yeah.
whip. Yep, you can change once during your turn. All right, 14 damage to the aboleth. Okay.
I'm gonna make myself visible.
And you make yourself visible. All right. Charisma and intelligence. Yeah. Charisma, fail. The intelligence is a success. So you have no more brain problems. No more brain
forget.
thingy.
Should he have had advantage on the whip or no? Did he have disadvantage somehow?
Yeah, you can roll another d20 to see if you crit. I mean, it only makes a difference of a d4, but...
Okay. Just want to make sure that there wasn't something else going on.
With Chris specifically, I have a lot of trouble tracking advantage and disadvantage because he's got so much weird shit going on all the time.
Yeah.
He's invisible for no reason. You know, it's just... It's a good thing he doesn't do any damage because the invisible thing would be a pain in the ass with a good character.
Right.
Third, you're up.
It's your turn.
It's your turn, okay?
Let's see, I'm gonna do scorching ray. I just need to know how far. Oh, 100. Okay, I can just do it from here.
Barely.
Scorching ray.
Uh-huh.
3 attacks.
Hit, miss, hit. 16, 21 damage.
21. Yep. And I will use the dodge action.
Okay. The aboleth dives under the water. Anybody want to make an opportunity attack? Grimgar?
Yes.
Erkin?
Yes.
I can too, right?
You're not close enough.
10 feet?
Yeah, you don't have 10 feet range?
He can hit that far. You
Oh, okay.
You know how far 10 feet is? How are you going to punch somebody 10 feet away?
I gotcha.
30 is a hit. That's 8 damage. 15 is a miss. Okay, it dives under the water. Okay. Grimgar?
Do I know that I'm infected after it hit me?
Well, you know that Maxon got infected by it last time, but you don't know that you're infected.
So he doesn't feel any of the effects yet?
No.
Okay.
It takes a minute before you feel it. Okay, well, it's 10 o'clock. I'm going to just tell you that on its turn, the aboleth did run away with Thelunima dead. And Lady Esmeralda has been running away for like 4 turns.
Cool.
So,
We survived.
we're going to come out of combat. You guys won the fight. You can turn off all the effects on you.
Hey.
And what do you do?
You want to throw that thing into the thing.
Somebody do
Right?
it quick.
Maxon,
You have it.
I walk up to it
Hmm?
and I throw it in.
All right, Maxon walks over to the portal and just chucks it up. Whoop! Whips it up. We'll say you spin like a discus throw too, and you throw it up into the portal. It goes up into the portal, and all the water around you starts to rumble.
Oh no.
And the water in this room starts to get sucked up into the portal, and it's going up kind of in a straight stream, maybe a foot wide, of a cylinder right in the very middle, getting sucked up in. But oddly enough, the water level is dropping, but you don't feel like you're being pulled toward the portal, even though you think you would because it's water. Instead, the water level is just kind of receding down as this water gets sucked into this portal. And you see, as the water's going up, you're seeing creatures getting sucked up through the portal right along with it. But it's dark, and with how fast it's moving, they're just kind of whipping by, but you kind of assume they're water elementals or something like that that's getting sucked up with this thing. And it's all getting just sucked up into this. And then you're seeing like other shit in the water that's like boxes and stuff. It seems like you as people aren't getting caught up, but maybe things that are in the water are getting pulled around, and they're kind of swirling around this thing. The water level recedes all the way back down so that the ceiling is 50 feet above you, and then when that happens, the portal gets smaller and smaller and smaller until it is gone. As everything in the room kind of settles and the roar of the waterfalls returns, you notice two things immediately. Now that the portal is gone, you notice that. Hold on, I've got to open up a file here. That as the portal closed, a beam of greenish light, like right as the portal closed, this beam of greenish light appeared to go up and pierce through the ceiling above the portal. That's the first thing you notice. The second thing you notice, if I could actually open this file. Oops. Thought I had it open this whole time, otherwise I would have. This pile of like boxes and stuff kind of floating around in the room now, and floating amongst the boxes is a strange looking green staff and a chest that looks like it's made out of cork floating in the water next to the staff.
Okay. Can anyone go pick it up?
Yeah, you still got water walk on.
Okay, I'll go check out the staff.
Okay. So you pick up the staff. It is green. It reminds you of the green of the cult, the water cult. It has one like obsidian stone with a carving of a flame on it, a piece of coral with a carving of waves on it. It has kind of this strange looking white something. You can't really tell what the material is that looks like a cloud is drawn on it. And a grayish rock with a drawing of a mountain on this staff. It certainly looks like it's magic.
Okay. And then the other thing was a crate, you said?
A chest made of cork.
Chest. Okay. Is it heavy or big?
Well, it's made of cork, so the chest probably isn't heavy, but you don't know what's inside it. You try to lift it, and you can't lift it out of the water yourself, Theron.
Okay. Grimgar. The chest here.
Yeah, I wanna go help him. The reason I was asking about that spell though, did we find out more about it other than we had to use heal to get rid of it? just because it got posted this time. So
You know what it
you
does.
gotta.
You know what it does.
Can I use Lester Restoration on
Yeah.
Max and then myself then?
Yes. Yep.
Before that minute passes? Okay. I want to do that.
Okay. So
Alright.
that's gone. Great.
Okay. Then I'll go help out with the chest.
Okay, Megady's going to use her last spell slot while we're sitting here on Maxon to toss him a heal. Maxon gets 7 hit points. Okay, you open up the chest and there is 850 gold inside.
All
Here you go,
right.
Grimgar.
Whoa.
50.
So I guess the question is, since again it is after 10, Theron, are you going to try to identify this staff here? Are you guys teleporting out? Are you going to go back to where you were and identify it? What's the plan?
Well, we probably want to talk to Hammond quick, right?
Because you're all hurt. That's why I'm wondering how you want to leave this room.
I don't have anything to teleport. Do we have any disc uses?
I think we do. I think we've got 2 of them. I don't think I'm attuned to the disc though, so we'd have to
Okay.
wait an hour.
Am I attuned to it?
I don't think anybody
I don't
is.
think so. I
Okay,
don't
you
think
want to
anybody-
walk back? You want to just walk back?
Definitely don't
Then
want to be
that's
here
probably
anymore.
good. Yeah.
Yes.
Not really
I,
have much of a choice, so
I
Okay.
have. Yeah, I have like no spell. I have 1 level 1 spell, so I don't even have anything to really heal us.
so I'd like to show Hammond's staff, see if he has any
Okay.
thoughts on it.
Yep. Okay. You guys walk back to the Fane. Nothing happens on your way. Okay. So you're back at the Fane now. You tell everyone that you've closed the portal, and something is different in this room. The green portal. Hammond says he's tested out, and you still can't go through it. But there is now a symbol over top of the portal.
Symbol.
Mhm.
Okay.
Symbol.
You can see it.
Well,
That's the water cult symbol, right?
Yes.
They dropped the staff, and green beam went through the top of the portal as it was closing. The same color as the staff.
And the
And
same
it's got all
color as
these
the
symbols
portal.
on it. And the same color as that portal.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I guess I see if Hammond has any thoughts on that. Maybe it has to do with that portal there.
He's. I don't know. It suddenly started to glow brighter, and that symbol appeared. I. I don't know.
Okay.
Anything. I mean, I could guess, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess you activated something. I don't know.
didn't we think we would have to like touch the weapons to the portal? But we probably don't want to do that right now.
Right. You probably don't want to do that right. But was the staff one of the weapons we were expecting to get?
Well, we thought maybe the weapons that
Guess they
Vizeron
could have been.
created were the 4 weapons the Colts used, but maybe it's this thing or they were. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean this could be. I guess there was no exact weapons.
Do you want to identify it?
Sure. I was gonna eventually, but we can do it now.
Okay. You spend 10 minutes and identify the staff.
Okay. Wow. So this is not for me. This is for you, Grimgar.
Heal has 9 charges for heal.
So it looks like
No. It has 15 charges.
Oh, it uses 9 charges.
It
Okay,
uses
yeah.
9 charges to cast heal.
Wow, that's really
Yeah.
good though. Mass cure wounds.
Still, yeah,
You can do twice.
bonus.
That's great.
Yeah. It does
Nice.
require attunement, so you would have to attune to it.
Yeah, I'll get rid
But
of something
it's
else.
a bunch of free spell slots, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah, you take that.
I'll take it for sure.
And you see
I'll use-
each ability is named Cauterizing Flames, Purifying Water, Healing Winds, Earth's Bounty.
Cool.
Each one is an elemental thing.
Elemental
That
stuff.
is basically. I know you had theories about it being whatever. That is your item reward for completing that.
Oh, okay.
Okay. We can figure out next time where and what you guys do next, but you will level up the next time you rest in a safe space, and this is not a safe space.
Getting somewhere safe is probably next step.
So
The question is, how are we going to get out of here?
right. But the
Alright,
next
Did
time
all
you
the did we notice if all those other portals were still there when we walked by?
those other portals,
Yeah.
I have to decide if they're still there or not, so I'll let you know next time.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
GG.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good session, guys. We might pause our real game for a couple of weeks to do a Halloween thing. I haven't decided if I want to do that next section or let you guys level up first and then do the Halloween thing immediately after. So I'll
Okay.
have to decide on that too. Because we're either going to start next session with it or I'm going to wait until you get someplace safe, long rest, and then we'll start the Halloween thing immediately. Okay?
Okay.
Good.
All right. Good session, guys. See you next week.
That was fun. Yep.
See you
Good
guys.
show.